Hey gun people, talk about weapons in plain sight, hiding stuff. I want to show you my this is my axe handle. I kind of finished it, or not my axe handle, my shovel. You can tell this end is a little bit rounder. That was the end that was the top of the shovel, and it broke off down here. So I cut that off, sanded the corner, put a little stain on it, or sanded it down, put a little stain on it, and it's a nice, I think it's about 38-inch baton, I'm not sure. It's about 39 inches. Now, in police work, the 36-inch baton is called the riot baton. And the riot baton has a little bit different techniques than the straight handle baton that hangs on your side, because it's not as long. So it's a little bit harder to get good strokes with this long baton. Although you can, you're just normally doing with two hands. Instead of doing them with a one-handed strike, I'm doing a two-handed strike. So it's more like a baseball bat swing. What I like about this one is because it was a shovel and it was small at this end and it got fat down here, man, this makes a really nice heavy end this way, and then if I want to turn it around and grab the heavy end, it gives me a nice little light end to swing. So I can get more speed, quicker reactions on this lighter end. On the heavy end, I get that heavy mass that's going to hit hard. And I mean, there's a few moves that we teach with this. Mainly this is a pushing, shoving. You're in a right line. You're pushing people back, get back, get back. If they come in, you can do a quick jab into the face, gut, push them back, give them a little side strike, hit a rib. So these are, for a long handle baton, this is kind of a pushing close in thing. But you can use it, hi Moki, you can use it with the same as your short handle baton. So, are you going to come say hi, Moki? Hang on, Moki wants to come over and say hi. What are you doing? Yeah, I want to get that little Moki. Come here, you little rascal, you. Come here, you little rascal, you. Show them how to use the right baton, Moki. So you hold it like this, and you go, huh. No, both paws. Huh, huh, huh. Yeah, Karate Cat. So that's Moki's kitty tactics. So if you want to cut down a broken broomstick, I think a broomstick's a little small. I've got a broomstick over here. You can tell the difference in diameter. Big difference. You hit somebody with a broomstick, it's going to break. If somebody was swinging a broomstick at me, I would probably use it as a good block and snap it. So this isn't going to snap if I hit somebody. This is a pretty solid baton. Actually, it's kind of rapidly becoming my favorite baton because it's long enough to where I can reach out and touch, but I can still do my maneuvers. And the other maneuvers is an upward rollover. Somebody's in close, I can jab them. Then if I really want to trigger them up, I'll give them a low jab. They'll put their hands down, and I'll come down around the top of their chest or shoulder area. So that's called an upward rollover. Jab, upward rollover. I can come back, downward rollover, and drive it up. Same way, jab, upward, downward. Your figure 8 strikes to keep somebody back. You know, you got your one-handed strikes. I don't know if I do this too much on this unless I was in a jam. You know, if I'm doing this kind of strike and I have to get somebody behind me because I'm facing this way and a guy comes up, so I come back, then maybe I would do a one-handed and then a jab and an upward rollover. But you can practice all these again. I can strike here. I can strike here if somebody's coming to my right. I can strike to my left. I can strike to my back, forward, jab down, spear strike. So I can do all the strikes with this. It's about 38 inches. I like it. Again, the normal riot police baton is 36 inches. A little shorter, but I got no problem with this. So what I want to cover is hiding places and looking for weapons kind of like in plain view. So cops don't like, where's my drink? Cops don't like places like kitchens, garages, and they get more nervous because your accessibility to tools and to striking objects are much more available. If I got a guy standing over there by this bench, he's got a multitude of weapons at his hand. He's got a hammer there. He's got a sledgehammer there. He's got those two brooms there. He's got a stick on the table. He's got screwdrivers, pliers. I mean, all these things are good impact, hitting, striking, throwing objects that if they hit me, it's going to do damage. And even if they don't hit me, they're going to probably cause me to deflect, try to cover up, protect myself. So, I mean, you have drills. I can pick up that drill bit, shove that drill right in your neck. It don't have to be on. I can just hold it and just shove it in your neck. So, these are called weapons of opportunity, or what we call impact weapons. Anything can be used as an impact weapon. A brick, I can pick up one of those cans of paint and whirl it and take somebody out. You get hit in the head with a can of paint swinging around, you're going to know it. You know, just looking around your area, that pipe wrench, that wrench, another pliers, anything that I can stab. There's another hammer. There's a hammer right there. There's a couple metal, you know, right angles there that I could take out and swing one of those. That'd probably cut your stinking head off if I swung one of those. It's metal. Another hammer there. I've got those hooks for hay hooks. Some people call them ice hooks. But for moving hay, I've got one, too. I just painted them. So that's why they're hanging up there. They're kind of drying because they were all kind of dried out. I left them out in the rain and they got rusty. So I'm trying to use up that can of stain that I got. So I'm staining anything that's not stained. If you've already known it, you've already known about my tennis racket concealment. A couple things I wanted to show. I got a radio back there underneath that little red cloth is a radio. Couple other things here. Let me go over here. You can order these online. I'll put a link in the box. Books. They look like books. The place I order them at, you can tell them what kind of book you want. You can get a dictionary. What is this one? World's Greatest Health Secrets. And then this one is the one you can buy at most kind of gun stores. It looks like a fake book to me. But these look like real books. So this one says peace within. Okay, and then if I want to give you some peace, you know, there's a weapon in plain sight. As cops, we don't like people picking up. Why did the officer freak out when I picked up a book? Because we know people hide guns in books, and knives, and needles, and drugs with their needles, with their HIV positive stuff. World's Greatest Health Secrets. Well, I'll give you a health secret. A little lead in your blood will help ease all your pain. Dictionary. Again, I have this one has a place for the magazine. And I've got a few of these around the house. I just kind of grabbed them and pulled them out here. Kind of show that just because you see something, and if you're not looking, you don't know what that is. So, I mean, if you look around here, there are some things that look like obvious weapons, and there are other things that do not look like weapons. Like the paint. You know, that was the color of one of my upstairs rooms when I bought this place. The little girls had it. So they had it this lime green and purple and pink. Oh my God. So anyway, so what I did, and this is a great hiding place, not only for guns, but for if you got cash, if you want to hide something, jewelry, if you don't want something in your house or in a safe. So these cans are all cans of paint. But this one has a nice rubber seal, and I washed it out good. And this rubber seal here, I put some Vaseline on it, so it's just like an ammo can. It seals really nice when it's down on there. Keeps all the air out. And then I put some, and basically I have ammo. I don't know if you can see that or not. Got about 1,000 rounds of ammo in there. Just kind of show you that you can hide things in plain sight. So here's some AK ammo. Looks like a paint can. Easy for me to carry. It's got old paint on it. So, you know, I don't want to clean it up and make it look new, so I've got paint. So anybody looking at it is going to think this is just a bunch of paint crap. And you know what? That's kind of what I want them to think. And then I'll just stack all that with my paint, and nobody will know the difference. Of course, you know, people will be like, man, somebody's going to break your house and find out your stuff. You know what? It's almost like a challenge. Come and take it. Now I have some of my rifle cases. Guess what? There's no rifles in there. Because if a crook came in here and saw those, they'd be like, hey, rifle cases, they grab those. Well, they'd get a case, but they're not going to get any guns. I'm not going to put a gun in something like that, but that's easy for somebody to identify. Earlier in one of my videos, I said, can anybody see my secret hiding place that I accidentally left open? And since it's already out there, I'll go ahead and show it. And I don't know if I'm going to leave these guns in here or not. But that's a hiding place in plain sight. Again, as cops, when you're searching for places, you learn how guys use all these little secrets and stuff to hide things. And so basically there's a couple hinges on there, and that just pops up. And that could store some ammo and a couple AKs and more ammo and whatever else I want to put in there. You know, you can bury things outside. You can put it in PVC pipe. You can do all kinds of things. So this is kind of like a catch-all on just hiding weapons or looking for weapons in plain sight. I mean, if somebody's after me, I'm going to grab whatever I can grab. I'll pick up that damn plug there because it's got 3 sharp edges, or I'll unplug it from the wall and stick that in someone's eye. You take a light socket there, unplug that, and stick it in the eye. You can swing it in a circle. You can hit them across the face with it. That'll back them up. Might give you time to get to a better weapon. You know, if I can hit you once there and then reach up there, grab my bat, grab one of my hay hooks, grab a hammer, grab that metal, one of those 2 metal angle irons, grab the drill. You know, again, so that's why when cops are, you know, usually when we come in, if you're in the kitchen, we want you out of the kitchen. If you're in the kitchen and I'm there on some sort of violence call, my gun's probably out. I'm going to say, show me your hands and let's get out of the kitchen. Because it's just too easy for you to open a drawer and grab a knife, or grab a knife off the wall, or to have one laying on the counter, or have one in the sink that I haven't cleared yet. So kitchens are very, very dangerous, cops. We don't like it. We don't like people either. We don't like people in areas that they can grab weapons when they're saying, oh, hi, officer, come on in. Yeah, no problem. And then you're knocked out because you're dropping your guard. So, weapons in plain sight, use anything. I didn't get to my tools. Good grief. I got all kind of crap over there. I got a nice rake. I'll take your head off with that rake. Metal rake right there, not the light one, the metal one. Couple shovels. I'll shove that right in your gut and leave you running around with a tripod. So all kind of weapons. Learn to think outside the box. Anything you can grab that can be used as an impact weapon. Anything that's harder than your hand. Anything that's a puncturing object that will go through a nice soft tissue area like stomach, neck, shoulder, you know, not the edge of the shoulder, like top of the shoulder. Anywhere that you can hit a good meaty muscle part, it doesn't take much to penetrate that and go through. So that's on weapons in plain sight or dangerous areas. Again, garages. Kitchens are probably our worst because that's where all the knives are at and it's normal. So it's very hard for us to tell what your intent is, but you have access to it. Obviously, if there was 20 guns in a room laying all over the counters, I would consider that a danger zone. I wouldn't want to talk or interview or have a conversation with a guy standing around with 20 guns he can grab. But most people aren't stupid. They got guns hidden around. I've got guns hidden around. Other people got guns hidden around. You know what, officer? That's a big word you use. Let me look that up. Okay, sure, no problem. It's called totality of circumstances. Go ahead and look those words up. Okay, thanks, officer. Bang, you're dead. All right, we'll end that there. Where'd that Smokey go? Smokey, did you leave? Say goodbye to YouTubies. Smokey kitty. He's like, dude, fill up this cat bucket. I'm out of mice. All right, we'll end that there.